What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Warkid here, coming to you with another League of Legends commentary. Now, in this commentary, as you can see, I am playing as Sejuani, representing her new skin, Bear Cavalry, that was just released, I believe, yesterday or the other day. So, as you see here, I am killing Aatrox here. His passive was down, so I was able to take him out pretty easily, even though he was levels above me. Now, in this gameplay, as you can see, it's pretty late into the game. Like I always do, I like to hop right on into the action here. So Olaf was versing two people top, E and Aatrox, so it was kind of difficult to keep his lane intact, but he did a pretty good job, I'd say. He didn't really feed too much, he just lost turrets. So as you can see right here, I am just pushing this lane down so that Aatrox will just farm now that he is down. And he also won't have his passive up again when he comes up, so that's good. As you can see, Soraka just popped her ult. Soraka kills the Israel, Corki kills Tristana, and Israel kills Corki as well. So 2-for-1 trade there, 3-for-1 trade there, very nice. Alright, so look at that little Russian dance as I go back. Gotta love the new skin. Alright, so I pick up Spirit of the Ancient Golem. Is that what I picked up? I didn't really look, but Sejuani, you want to really build tanky. I always build that item first, and then I build mobility boots second. I usually rush my full boots as the second item. As jungler, that's very important.
Seems hungry today.
You want to be able to move from one place to the next as fast as possible, especially since your job is basically to help out all the lanes and control map pressure and whatnot. Alright, so in the jungle, I do get W as my first ability for that AoE damage. It's really good for wave clear, well, clearing the jungle. Also, the next thing I usually get, usually I'll get Q as my second, because the reason for that, a lot of people sometimes get E for the extra damage in the jungle. So I like to get Q in case I get invaded. Alright, so I do gank here. Since I know his passive is down, I do turret dive. At this point in the game, I am pretty darn tanky, even with that one item. That's the one thing I love about Sejuani. With one item, she becomes such a tank and such a beast. Alright, so right here, I see that E's there. Not sure what he's doing, just stop. Alright, I was going to wait there and try to counter gank him. So, as you can see, I also do buy wards as jungler. I like to help my top lane with wards. So, I see that E's going ham on this Olaf, so I'm going to try to stop him here. Alright, so I do put my ult. I am able to slow him down. I don't get the full effect with the full CC. But, fortunately, we are able to back him off. This is literally my third time playing Sejuani. Well, no, not my third time. It's like my 5th time playing. Alright, so I do turret dive. I am tanking for Olaf here, so he is able to get the kill. Look how tanky I am with one item. I love it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and max out my W first in the jungle, and then my E, and then my Q. Alright, not sure why this Olaf decided to stay. Well, unfortunately, that Aatrox did proc his third attack, which does extra damage, and he goes down. And then Olaf says, "Fuck me sideways," which I declined. I wasn't in the mood for that.
An enemy has been tolerate weakness.
Alright, so I'll just go back to my jungle. Use my Q for that knockup. The big golem, smite it. Alright, good job by Corki to take out 2 people there. The bot lane is doing really, really well. I didn't have to gank that lane at all this game. They just carried their own, which is really good because I was able to farm up more and put more pressure into other lanes. So, as you can see, the other teams, the enemy team comp has an Aatrox, which is AD, a Yi, which is AD. AP does not exist anymore, basically, for Yi's. He got nerfed to the ground, his AP ratios or whatever. So, it's 2 ADs right there. Then they have an Israel in the jungle who is going AD. He can go AP, but he is building AD. And they only have 1 AP. So it's basically a 4-to-1 AD to AP ratio, so I'm going to want to build accordingly, which means I want to build armor. So right now, as you see, I have the Ancient Golem. I have mobility boots. I always get mobility boots on my junglers just to make me as mobile as possible, especially on Sejuani that gives you that really good speed boost where she's able to maneuver around quite efficiently. Alright, so just clearing out this wave right here. You can see he's trying to push down the turret. Just pop my W for the AoE. Alright, so right now I see that he's still pushing, so I'm just going to go ahead and wait until Corki and Saki get here. And he's doing all good by herself. Top is doing well. There's plenty of Mias on the map right now, so it looks like Tristana is here as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and stay. Alright, put another point into my E. E is the second thing that I maxed out. Then R, then Q. Q isn't really a necessity to max out. It's just something you want to get maybe level 2, level 3, so that you're mobile. You have a knock-up as well. If you hit it directly, it's a knock-up, so it's really cool. It's a really good move. It's just not something that you want to max out. Alright, so right here, she does get caught. Unfortunately, I do have my ult up, so I am able to save her. Annie is pretty fed right now. As you can see, she's doing plenty of damage, and then we're forced to back out because it's 3v2. Don't want to take too much damage. So the Sejuani ult is a decent cooldown. As the game gets later on, the cooldown does get reduced, and it's up quite often. So popping that ult right there wasn't such a big deal. I wanted to make sure we got out of there alive, and I saved her. We were able to dish out some serious damage to make them back out as well. So Annie gets caught, and Brand takes her out. So I see Soraka's coming in, and I see Corki's coming in from the side as well. I could have flash Q'd right here, but he does flash over the wall. I am able to flash and then Q, knock him up, and then pop my E to finish off the kill. And then he says, nice kill. Thank you, Annie. That is very nice. Alright, so I'm glad I didn't flash Q at the time I would have, because I would have been outplayed. He would have flashed through the wall and completely countered what I was doing. So, I have 3 kills, 0 deaths, 1 assist, every 2 CS at this moment. I'm in really good shape right now. I have been able to CS pretty well since bot lane won so hard. Didn't need to show any pressure there. Mid was doing pretty good. The only lane that really struggled was top. That's understandable. It was a 2v1. And it was still kind of hard for me to gank because he was overextended a lot of times, taking too much damage. Alright, so I do have double buffs. Alright, so I see that Aatrox does have his passive up. I want to kind of get that down. But it seems to me like he has a ward in that try because he is reacting accordingly. As you see, he just backs out here. So I am just able to get him at the last tick of going back. I do pop my slow. On top of my red buff, it's pretty OP. As you saw right there, he just used his Blade of the Rune King active to slow me down, so I'm not able to chase a good move by him. So I'm going to go ahead and help Olaf get this turret down. This is just about dead.
Deeds, not.
So we back him off. Olaf takes the turret, and we're just back out now. So objectives, like I always say, are more important kills because they do provide global gold. The more gold that you can get for your team, the better shape everyone is. Alright, so I'm just gonna go back here farming and smite this right there. Don't want to counter jungle myself by leaving that there. Alright, so right now we could be doing Dragon. Dragon, I should have saved my smite right there and told my team to let's do it, but they are extended, so I am pinging them to back out because I just saw Yi started to head down there. Russian dance, oh yeah, above the skin. Yeah. Alright, so let's pick up Glacial Shroud. I love the new artwork that they put on that Glacial Shroud. It looks really, really cool. So yeah, since they do have armor, since they do have AD, I want to build armor. So building a Iceborne Gauntlet on Sejuani is really OP because it does provide you armor, ability damage, and extra slow. She does have ability that lets her slow the enemy team and a knockup. So on top of the Iceborne Gauntlet, that's a really OP item for her to have. Alright, so these two guys just go down. They have no chance of getting out. As you see, Aatrox just fights to the death valiantly, but he goes down. And now we are able to get Dragon because there's 2 dead. And Brand and I believe Tristana are mid right now, maybe even 3 of them. So this is pretty much a free Dragon with no contest. Unless Israel like ults, E's, and smites it, but I doubt it'll do that. Alright, so just popping all my abilities here. Worst, the Saint Vicious Smite, the earliest smite NA, which was terrible. Soraka says ew. Alright, so I do pop, oh, never mind, I pop my Q here. And then I pop my ult onto Israel and Tristana, so I am able to get that double stun off. Tristana burns her barrier way too early. It was really unnecessary. So I do knock up the E to try to get her off, try to get him off our Annie. Annie does a really good flash stun, and then we're able to burn him down. So really good play by Annie right there. Good reaction time. Right, so, oh, I just missed my Q because Israel E's out of it. Good job by him. If I would have hit him with that, he would have been dead for sure.
I will rule the Freljord.
Alright, so Annie is back right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take the blue here. Since she's in no position to take it, and I don't want it to go to waste. And I'm doing really well, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. I do let her know that as well, so that she doesn't think I'm holding her for it. Right, so right now, I'm just trying to farm as much as I can so that I'm able to finish off my Iceborne Gauntlets. Iceborne Gauntlets is a really good item to have no matter what the enemy team comp is, just because it provides that extra slow. Alright, so taking this out as fast as possible here.
I will not hide behind another shield.
See, her Q is really good for going through walls and fast traveling through the jungle. Her clear time is really, really good. Her kit provides AoE, quick movement, slows. Like, she's just an overall really good champion. Alright, so right now my team doesn't even need me. They're just doing work without me. Unstoppable. Alright, so at this point in the game, my team is just dominating. It's 20-10. That she comes in. I'm surprised he didn't go for Olaf right there. He should have. Oh, now he does. Alright, so I do hit him with the knockup. I am able to hit him with slow, but he can't be slow. It takes down Yi. And, I mean, it takes down Olaf and he goes down. Alright, so
not words.
He took out about 3 people right there. I was able to get assists on one of them. I now have 4 assists, 4 kills, 0 deaths. Representing basically the Meteos stats here where he just doesn't die. Meteos is definitely my favorite jungler, by the way. For any fans of Meteos, let me know in the comments below. He is a beast. Alright, so I'm just going to wait here. Even if I smite it early here, it wouldn't be a big problem. Because they have no map pressure on us right now. As you can see, we do have more objectives. So by having more objectives down, it gives you more map pressure, and Soraka's doing a really good job right now. She's starting to ward their jungle, keeps wards on their buffs, so that we're able to keep vision on them. So if we do decide to push, we can see where they're coming from. So that's very important to have. So whenever you are winning a game, in objectives especially, and you find yourself always in the enemy base, you want to make sure you ward their jungle.
There is no
just to make sure you can keep an eye on if they're trying to gank you from certain areas and whatnot. Alright, so even as a jungler, you're going to want to buy wards. Providing vision on the map is very important no matter what role you're playing. I suggest you buy wards no matter what, even if you're AD carry. Because vision wins games, believe it or not. You will see a major difference the more the map is warded. Because there's so many times that I've been losing. I've been up, so I am able to ult Tristana right there. And he does pull off her ult stun on her. Does a really good job right there. And I am able to kill her with my AoE. Oh, so Brent comes in with a really good ult. But unfortunately, he's not fed enough. I do get a double kill. I knock up the E from chasing right now. Unfortunately, I do get caught here. I do flash over the wall, but they slow me, Q me, do everything they possibly can. I wasn't too sure here what Olaf, Corki, and Soraka were doing. That could have been my fault. Maybe that wasn't a great engagement on our part, since they weren't in position. So I don't want to put the blame on them because that'd be kind of ignorant to do. Also, that's another thing. Make sure you have a good mentality in games if you want to win. Don't blame your teammates. Make sure you have map awareness. Like right there, that was a poor mistake on my part. I probably should have looked at the map, saw where my teammates were. I shouldn't have like yelled at them. Oh, I didn't yell at them, but just make sure you have good map awareness and don't blame your teammates for everything. Because then they just wind up playing worse. You play worse because you're too busy typing and getting into an argument. Alright, so got my Iceborne Gauntlets. Got 2 cloth armors now. I am stacking armor at this point of the game. It looks like I'm trying to build a Rendu and Almond. I have yet to verse an enemy team comp where I really am forced to build a Spirit Visage. I haven't even tried out the new Spirit Visage yet, but it looks really OP from the stats that I was seeing. The amount of health regen, stuff like that, kind of reminds me of the Force of Nature that was once in the game where you'd play Mundo and just build it on him and he would never die. So right now I'm just trying to clear this cannon minion so that the wave will push to that third tier turret. Sorry, third tier mid turret,
We bow
and we
to
can get
no
to their
one.
nexus. Mid turret is the most important because it is the fastest route to the base. All right, so it looks like Aatrox almost tried to engage there. Oh, so Yi goes hard in the paint on our AD carry right now. Not too sure why he did that. So I do, right after kill, I do ult the AD carry, but we weren't able to follow up on it quick enough. Alright, so that flash ult by Annie, really good job there. I do steal the kill by queuing in, but she is able to get the second kill there, and I grab this assist. Really good healing by Soraka right there, keeping me alive. Looks like Annie's just going ham. No fear, she does pop her ult. I try to go in. I do hit the knock-up onto Aatrox. Does he go down? Yes, he does. Good job by Annie to get that last hit on him. Alright, so as you can see in the chat below, the enemy team right now is arguing, and especially when they're arguing in all chat, you know your team's gonna win because they're just falling apart. Alright, so I go ahead and I ping that dragon is up. I do put a ward there so that if they do decide to try to come and counteract it or try to steal it from us, we have vision on it and can be prepared for them to come. Alright, so I do have smite up, so this is pretty much going to look like a free dragon here. Remember guys, dragon does come up every 6 minutes, so make sure to keep a steady timer on that. Alright, so this time I actually hit a good smite.
We fight while cowards talk.
Alright, so I go for this blue here. Since we are in good hands, and Annie is in no position to take it, I just go ahead and take it myself here. Now normally I always give it to my mids if they're, especially if like Annie or someone who's very AP mana dependent, but since it's this point in the game and it's not a big deal because we're so far ahead, I just go ahead and take it. And I do my little Russian dance as I come back. Alright, so I pick up my Warden's Mail and a Giant Spell.
Not tolerate weakness.
Give myself that extra armor and HP just to make myself even more tankier. Spirit of the Ancient. Alright, looks like I'm trying to build Spirit Facade here just because I wanted to try it out, but I don't think it gets to that point of the game where I actually am able to use it. But it's definitely a good item on her, or any tanky jungler, such as Sejuani.
The cold does not forgive.
Alright, so as you can see, it looks like we're trying to get into their jungle right now. Try to make a play on them since we are at the advantage in this game. We can pretty much just free roam wherever we want to go and not have to worry about the enemy. Alright, so I think I smite this. Yep, I do smite that, and they do surrender. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe. I do stream, so just follow the links in the description below. Thank you guys so much, and see you in the next video.
Victory!